Happy Monday, guys. Happy new week, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, thank you for coming back. If this is your second or third time or fourth time, thank you for coming back. But if it's your first time, you're also welcome. Please remember to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you always get notified when I post a new video. So we're still in relationship. We are still deep into relationship month. Sorry, not week. It's a whole month dedicated to talking about relationship, love, and sex. And it's basically me giving advice based on my personal experience. So in my last video, if you haven't watched it, please watch it. I'll be dropping the link either up here or in the description box, either of them. So remember to watch my last video. So in my last video, I talked about why I decided to remain single for so long and how it has affected me both negatively and positively, mostly positively. So I talked about that in my last video, so you can check it out. So today's video is definitely going to be a relationship video, obviously, and it's going to be from personal experience. It's going to be about the talking stage, what the talking stage is, how long the talking stage should last, and I'm also going to be talking about having a backup boyfriend or girlfriend, or having a contingency boyfriend or girlfriend. So that's what today is watching. So if you're interested, keep watching. I know most of you already know what the talking stage means, but for those of you who do not know what the talking stage is, I'm going to explain it. Now, the talking stage is when you meet a guy or you meet a girl. I'm mostly going to be using meet a guy because I'm a girl. So if you're a guy, just you know what to do. Turn it into meeting a girl. So the talking stage is when you meet a guy, you meet a new guy, and you do not just want to jump into a relationship first. You want to just get to know the person. So the talking stage is the getting to know phase. If you guys are compatible, if the relationship is going to work, or if there's even going to be a relationship between you guys. Now, the talking stage is very, very vital. The importance of the talking stage cannot be overemphasized, guys. Seriously, the talking stage is a very, very vital stage. It's a stage where you decide, can I be with this person? Do we have things in common? It's a stage where you get to know the person who you are going to date or not date, your potential boyfriend or girlfriend. That's the stage. That's what the talking stage is basically about. Now, I understand the fact that you cannot know everything about someone within a certain period of time. Like, there are people who have gotten married for 5 years, who have been married for 5 years or 10 years, and they still don't know certain things about each other. So it's not possible to know everything about the person you are going to date. But during that talking stage, you get to know the important things about that person, like what the person does, if the person has anger issues, if the person, you just get to know the plain things about the person, if you guys are compatible or not. So you know how before you get married to someone, there's the courtship stage. That's the dating stage, but in church they call it courtship. So it's the courtship stage. The talking stage is kind of like the courtship stage leading to marriage. So the talking stage is leading to dating. So that's exactly what the talking stage is. I hope you guys understand. There's a particular tweet that has been trending on Twitter this week, or was it last week? This girl tweeted that there was this guy she was basically in the talking stage bit, and the guy kept on, she kept on cooking for the guy during this corona time. She kept on cooking for the guy and bringing food for the guy and everything, and they were in the talking stage, not knowing that this guy had his main chick, his girlfriend, over, and his girlfriend was eating the food that she was cooking, slaving over, cooking for him, because they're in the talking stage. That is why there are certain things you should avoid doing in the talking stage, because mind you, in the talking stage there's no commitment. There's legit no commitment. So whatever you're doing, you're just going on a frolic of your own. Whatever you do in the talking stage, if the other person doesn't retaliate and you feel like, oh, we're in a relationship, my dear, until he asks you out, until he says, will you be my girlfriend, until you guys decide to be dating, there's no commitment in the talking stage. So there are certain things you should avoid in the talking stage. Number one is getting physical. You should definitely avoid having sex in the talking stage. That is number one mistake people make. Now, I know you might be like, I would have sex whenever I want to have sex, but if you have sex during the talking stage, you're on your own. Because if the guy decides to leave and doesn't enter a relationship, he doesn't owe you a relationship after you had sex during the talking stage. It's not like that. So there's no commitment. And if he is currently sleeping with another person during the talking stage and you feel like, oh, because you guys have had sex during the talking stage, he's cheating on you, my dear, he's not cheating on you. All of you are committing fornication together. There is no cheating here because there was no commitment. None of you decided that you were going to be exclusive. You guys are basically just talking and getting to know each other. So if he decides to have sex with another girl, if she decides to have sex with another guy, fine. There's no commitment in the talking stage. And then most of the time, more often than not, when you start having sex during the talking stage, you guys will just end up being friends with benefits. Friends with benefits are friends who have sex. That's basically what it means. So you guys will just end up being friends with benefits. It would not lead to a relationship most of the time if you decide to have sex during the talking stage, because by that time you're like, I already had sex with the guy, what's the point of dating him? So try and avoid that. That's number one thing to avoid during the talking stage. Another thing that should definitely be avoided during the talking stage is starting what you cannot finish. If during the talking stage you are now constantly sending good morning there, how are you, or just checking up on you, if you're constantly checking up on the person 247, okay, not 247, but if you're constantly checking up on the person like every 2 hours, please get ready to do it when you enter a relationship. So don't start what you cannot finish. If during the talking stage, when you guys go out, you open the door for her, you buy her flowers, you buy her this, buy her that, get ready to do it throughout the relationship. So do not start what you cannot finish in the talking stage, because these are things, when you start doing all those things during the talking stage, these are determining factors that the person would consider that, oh, he does this, he's nice, and this and that. So don't start what you cannot finish in the talking stage. Now, another one that should definitely be avoided during the talking stage, and this one is regarding my gender. Ladies, try not to go to a guy's house during the talking stage. And if you go there, just make it a respectable visit. You know, earlier I said that during the talking stage, it's not advisable to have sex. You can decide to, it's your life, but it's not advisable to have sex. Another thing you should do is that you should never, ever start showing your wifey or your wife material character. Please, don't start it. You should never ever start showing your wife material character. You should not go to his house and start cooking for him, start cleaning for him, start washing his clothes. Because if you start doing it now, get ready to continue when you guys are dating. Just get ready for that. Because whatever you start doing the talking stage, if you don't continue, this causes problem during the relationship when you guys start dating officially. So try not to start performing wifey duties. And also, guys, it is quite embarrassing, honest to God. It is really appalling and embarrassing when a girl who you're not dating, I don't even think you should tell your girlfriend to do it for you, but when a girl you're not dating, you guys are just talking and she comes over, you're already telling her, when will you come and cook for me, or when will you come and do this, or this girl came to my house, she didn't wash my toilet, she didn't wash my clothes. Am I your maid? I remember this guy that I met on Instagram, and we were chatting on Instagram and it was cool. So I gave him my number. I hate giving people my number. I gave him my number because as we were chatting, it was cool. So he called me, and our first conversation was this: hey, what's up? We greeted each other, and next thing was like, when will I come to Lagos to make egusi soup for him? When will I, Basha omobolanle, leave my father's house, come to Lagos to make egusi soup for him? When I heard that thing, like my mind just went blank. Like I just cancelled him because what? So when guys start, like the conversation was even worse than that. He kept on saying, you know, you're a woman, you're supposed to know how to do it. I even told him that, see me, I don't know how to cook. Oh, I know how to cook. But I told him that me, I don't know how to cook, that he should just get ready to be the one cooking. I said, no, that he cannot be the one cooking, that I'm the woman, that now that he's single, he's even suffering, he's the one washing his clothes, cooking, that the last food he cooked was salty, that by the time he has me in his life, he won't be bothered about this, that he won't have to come out from work and wash his clothes. You see my face throughout that conversation. I was laughing. I was just laughing. I even called my sister to come and record it, but she was not around. I wish I had that conversation. She wasn't around. That thing's failing me. So that whole thing just puts me off. I just told myself that, see, if I enter a relationship with this guy, whatever I see in that relationship, I take it like that. I cannot even complain, because you're already showing signs that this guy is going to work you. You're going to be his living maid who is constantly working for him. And for what? Nothing. for love or for sex or what, things that you can get outside and you don't have to stress yourself. So whenever a guy during the talking stage is already showing signs that, oh, you're going to clean for me, my dear, remove your slippers, carry your 2 legs and start running, because you're going to slave in that relationship. Now, to how long a talking stage should last, I really do not know. It depends on you. For me, I feel like if my talking stage has exceeded 1 month, then definitely I do not want to date the person, because things of the heart, they come quick to me. So if I'm certain I want to date you, within the first 2 weeks of talking to you, I'm like, yeah, this is a guy I can date. Of constantly talking to you, not on and off conversation. So if my talking stage, personally, if my talking stage exceeds a month, definitely I want to friend zone that guy. Definitely. I remember this guy I was talking to, and he assumed we were in the talking stage. He did not assume, we're actually in the talking stage, let me not lie. But he thought he was going to go further. In my mind, I had already said that, see, this guy is my friend. He's my friend. And the talking stage exceeded 1 month. It was getting to 2 months already, and at that point I thought he would have gotten the memo that I don't want that, but he did not. We ended up not dating, and yeah, we're still friends till now though, but we ended up not dating. So talking stage, it all depends on you. Do you feel like you have gotten to know the person better? Do you feel like you have known a substantial amount of things about the person? So the talking stage, there's no guideline, but for me, if it exceeds a month, then I know that I do not want to date that person. Relationships these days are very, very fickle. 1 minute you're dating, the next minute you're breaking up. 1 minute you're dating, next minute he's cheating on you, she's cheating on you, next minute you guys are fighting. They're very, very fickle. They never last. I know some relationships obviously last, but when you see a relationship that has lasted for like 5 years, for sure someone is enduring in that relationship. That's just my humble opinion. That's what I think. That's what I've experienced from people who have been in long relationship. There's always, this person has cheated, or this person has done this, but I decided to stay. It's not about making stupid decisions to stay after cheating or after one bad thing or the other happened. They're supposed to break up. Relationships are very fickle nowadays, so that's why it's very important to have a backup boyfriend, a backup girlfriend, a contingency boyfriend, or a contingency girlfriend. It's very important. Now, a backup boyfriend is someone who is obviously your friend now. He knows about your boyfriend. He knows that you're in a relationship. He knows everything about you, but you guys are not dating. He's basically your best friend. Yeah, he's basically your best friend. Now, having a backup boyfriend is very important, and this is why. The first reason why I am an advocate of having a backup boyfriend or girlfriend is in a situation where you break up with your boyfriend and you feel emotionally down, you feel sad and everything, your backup boyfriend is there for you. Now, this backup boyfriend, please, I'm not saying you should be cheating in your relationship. You are not supposed to be having sex with your backup boyfriend, because if you're having sex with your backup boyfriend, then you're basically cheating in the relationship. It's not your backup boyfriend, it's your second boyfriend. A backup boyfriend is not, or a backup girlfriend is not a side chick. Don't misquote me. He's not, or she is not a side chick or side man. A backup boyfriend is basically your friend who checks your list of characteristics you want in a boyfriend, but you are not currently dating him. So having a backup boyfriend is important, because when you break up with your current boyfriend, you would always have someone right there ready for you to date. You don't have to start from scratch getting to know the person again, because obviously you already know a lot about him. He's your backup boyfriend. You guys hang out, but you're not dating, so you already know a lot about him. So by the time you break up with your current boyfriend, he's there. So you won't go through the whole phase of rebound. You know, when you break up, maybe it's just me, but I feel like you too. You know, when you just break up with someone and you feel the need to be in another relationship, you feel the need to be with someone else. Now, instead of you going from one stranger to another, your backup boyfriend is there for you. So that is why it is important to have a backup boyfriend. No sex with your backup boyfriend. I'm not an advocate for that. No sex with your backup boyfriend, please. Backup boyfriend is always there to pick you up after you're broken up with your current boyfriend. He's always there to cheer you up, to take you out, to step in after you're broken up with your current boyfriend. So I am an advocate for having a backup boyfriend or a backup girlfriend. Very important. but do not have sex with your backup boyfriend, because that is cheating. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give the thumbs up if you did. Remember to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, share with your friends, share on other social media platforms. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Remember, relationship month, so throughout this month, relationship. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.